Hauling some iron this morning. We got the skid steer behind us going to drop it off at a new job here north of Oliver, Missouri. Small walnut job. Wanting to try to get started on it today. I think Dad's got some things for us to do. He's actually north of his house. So I think I'm just going to drop this off and head back down and meet up with Dad. We're either going to try to haul some logs back to the yard or cut some logs out because they're doing some pushing up on my cousin's place. And Dad, you know what's been going on? My cousin's got a huge farm. And periodically he'll just kind of clean the place up or push some trees out. So whenever he does, we go out there and cut the logs out of what he pushes out. So cutting some good walnuts, some pretty good oak. And like I said, it's not more than a mile and a half from Dad's yard. So we just haul everything back to the yard. Tomorrow, they're talking like really strong winds. Tomorrow's supposed to be a nice day here, up in the 50s. But they're also talking like some 50-mile-an-hour winds. So tomorrow might be a little rough for cutting. But I know me and Shanae had a meeting last night, so we had to talk about some things going on with Logger Threads and Timber Tracker. And I lied to you guys. I told you wrong. I thought the website was going live today, and it's actually going live Thursday, which is the 1st. So I lied to you guys. I jumped the gun. I was excited. I get giddy. But this job of walnut we're moving to, it's not a real big job. It's something I've had on the books for probably August. A friend of mine has it, and he was in no hurry. He actually wanted to wait till after hunting season was over. So we're just going to move in. I was hoping we could log it all with a skid steer, but I would say we'll probably end up bringing the log skidder over here to get some of it. But as you guys know, I like to take the skid steer to every job. So we'll go up here, get the ramps kicked down, unload, and we're going to do something today, even if it's wrong, one way or another. I'm catching up with Dad. He's loading up logs. It's a big farm. I've been driving around trying to find him on different corners of it because he told me he was up in one area, and shoot, he was down here. I drove by him once. Looks like he's already about got a pretty good load on. Some walnuts, some oak. We got sycamore on there. Huh. Get out and do some talking. Pretty good little walnut. People comment about Dad all the time about him working. I mean, he's 74, and just like this here, like I had to move equipment this morning and ended up looking at some more timber. And Dad, he told me he was going to do this, and Dad's bad about saying, "Oh, we'll start about." Let's just say, for example, we'll start hauling logs about 2 o'clock. Well, at 1:30, he's gone. He's already started hauling logs. So you learn from a very early age with Dad, if he says a certain time, you better get there quite a bit before that or you're going to miss the bus. But he said this is the second load he's already hauled in. But the least I can do is I'm going to get the gates for him. That way he doesn't have to climb on and off that truck. He likes hauling logs. He likes to haul them. The old Mac there, I'd love to buy another truck with a good loader. Just so Dad could, because I like to haul logs too, don't get me wrong, but I would love to have a newer Mac or a newer model Mac with a good Prentice 124 or something loader on it, or a Serco 85. That would be a cat's meow for Dad hauling logs. There's no telling how many logs that old loader has loaded in its time. I bet we've had that loader. Gosh, I bet we've had it. 25 years at least. It's been a good old loader. That's been a good truck. After my mom passed away in 2005, she passed away in August. In September, me and Dad went to Oklahoma and bought that Mack truck. And it was double framed. It had the 350 Mack motor. It was a road tractor, and we got it. Still had the fifth wheel plate on it. But we brought it up here and we put some we added some frame to the back of it, and then we set it up for a log truck. I had it painted at one time. The truck was hauling logs. Then I had the truck painted and the loader painted. My buddy Neil painted it. And at one time, that truck was sharp. It was real sharp, and it needs to be buffed up pretty bad right now. The cab paint on the truck's dull. The paint on the loader stayed actually pretty shiny. I mean, it was a good-looking truck. Neil did a great job of painting it. But it's been a tough old truck. My dad's always been fond of Mack trucks, and that's where I get my love of Mack trucks. But, you know, for a log truck, man, they're tough. Them old things are tough trucks. Tough trucks. You're not going to win a beauty contest compared to the Kenworths or the Peterbilts, but man, those Macks, man, I love them. I love the Macks. And that old truck, like I said, that 350 Mack motor, it's got some ump to it, man. It'll go. It'll go. And the pile starts to grow again. This is how our walnut pile grows. Usually just a few logs here and there start getting hauled in, and then before you know it, you got a big pile of logs. We buy a lot of trees, and at times people only have just a few trees to sell. So what we do is we buy them and haul them back to the yard and merchandise them, or sometimes we buy big tracts of timber and logs, and we haul them back and merchandise them as well. And that's how we put together these big sales of logs. And it all starts just a few like this. And then next thing you know, you got several thousand feet on the yard. They add up pretty quick. We need to build a new ladder for that loader. That narrow ladder is such a pain. Such a pain. Like, if I wasn't self-employed, I would love to have a job either buying standing timber or doing something with log procurement. Like, I love the business end of things. Like, I love buying timber. I do. I love getting to go out and buy timber, and I love handling logs. I do. I love bringing logs into the yard. I like sorting them out. I like cleaning them up. I like all aspects of that. Like, I love the business end of logging. Like, to me, it's interesting. I mean, that's where things happen right there. The business end, you know. It's like, when you can buy logs, you can bring them in, start merchandising them out and sorting them out and putting them in grades and selling, putting together good sets of logs and selling them. That's what's fun to me. That and buying standing timber. Those are two things I dearly love. These logs up here, these are some logs that haven't got loaded out yet from our last sale. Dad, he's getting ready to... We keep a lot of this oak and stuff. We just keep it in a general pile. Because a lot of this stuff, like, most of that oak, it all goes to the same place. So, oak, pallet, what I call the junk wood. Like, and you can see that log there on the right side. It ain't very good. So, that stuff all goes to the same mill. But we'll usually wait till we got several thousand feet of it, then we'll unload it. Or just hold it back for a rainy day. Like I said, it all adds up. You know, days like today where I had to move equipment and look at some timber. It's always nice to be able to do this, just have something to do, and it sure fills the void. You got to stay busy every day. You got to make a few dollars every day.